All right, we are now recording. Confirm that actually. Yes, recording. Okay. All right. So Lisa has shared some things about Bitclub Network and Bitcoin mining and what we do as a organization that's basically based overseas. And what we have done is create a very unique window of opportunity for our members here in America and around the world. We no longer service the United States, as she told you that, and she'll explain to you guys how to get around that whole process to keep yourself 100% legit. But to keep it simple, this is the blockchain right here. It tells you the price of Bitcoin, how many transactions of Bitcoin, what the market cap is currently $72.5 billion is the market cap. If you click on the charts, you can go down here in the graphs and you can see mining information. And this gives you a rolling target on the last, 48, um, 4 days to 4 hours. Okay. You can always track this whole process to see where we're at. Right now, we're holding a steady pace of 3.3% of the global market. This is for Bitcoin mining, okay? If you were to go to another one called Ether Scan, hit refresh on that page, it shows we're holding a strong 2.65% of the world market supply.
We don't see anything changing on our end. What are you clicking on?
I'm looking right at the screen. You don't see it? Your screen, your internet might be delayed. Are you seeing Ether Scan?
We're looking at your not bubble Bitcoin growing up, heading to 10,000. Dave Chapman.
You guys are behind 5 pages. How is that possible?
All right, so you want us to click on something? Did you just tell us to click?
I click on anything. You should be seeing my screen. If you're not seeing my screen, we're having a challenge.
All right, I just saw something change just now.
All right, let's get back
to Ether Scan.
Yeah, let me get back.
All right, there we go.
Blockchain.
Yeah.
This is the hash distribution for all the Bitcoin miners in the world. Currently, we're holding approximately 3% of the 3.3% of the world supply. This number is a rolling target. It changes. Last week we were 11%, 7, 8, 9%, and 5, 6, 7% every day. So this number will be different tomorrow. You can always measure this by how much Bitcoin mining equipment we have. Hold on, guys. Hey, I'm on a webinar, bro. Text me.
Hello.
I'm on a webinar. Text me. So you can always check the information by going to a page called bitclubpool.com. And you pull up the pool stats. This will show you how much Bitcoin mining equipment we're running, how accurate our mining skills have been. We're very, what they call 50% unlucky, 50% lucky. But it averages out past 100 blocks of Bitcoin where we get closer to the 100% mark. But it hasn't been at 100% in the last week or two because of the craziness of the Bitcoin mining at the current moment. So we're still running a really sharp 320 petahash, which is a lot of money here. And over here on the left-hand side, you can see the transactions that are being done. Go ahead, guys. Transactions that are being done, you can actually click on these transactions. It'll take you to the blockchain that we just left a few minutes ago. And it lets you see who did the transactions, Bitclub Network. You can see what it was, how much money it is by clicking on the hash rate. And every day, somebody's going to get, every 10 minutes, 12.5 Bitcoin on the blockchain. This is what we're going after right here, this 12.5 Bitcoin. that includes about 3.5 Bitcoins of fees, which is well over 10% here. Give me a second, guys. So what's important that you and I do is always are receiving some fresh Bitcoins from the market. You know, this is what's happening right here. These are newly generated coins, and they're coming into this Bitcoin wallet that we've had for over 2 years on the blockchain. When you click on the blockchain wallet to confirm where it went from to where it's going, you'll see that Bitclub network has had approximately $261 million, 261 and $900 million worth of Bitcoin. So this is approximately 57,000 Bitcoin, and it's all newly generated money. This money did not exist before Bitclub Network received it. Now, the cool part is that how do you and I get a piece of this pie? The only way for you and I to get a piece of this slice of this pie here is to join a program called Bitclub Network. Now, Bitclub Network is operating out of multiple countries overseas. Most of our facilities are sitting in Iceland, and you're able to actually, we've actually visited that with many people. I took over 220 people to visit the facilities in Iceland. And I can show you guys some of those pictures in a few moments too. But this is the site that you go to. Once you're a member, you can go into Bitclub Network. It gives you an option. You pay $99. It's free to join. You're going to pay $99 to look at which packages we're able to purchase. We started a $3,500 package that breaks down into a $2,000, $1,000, and a $500. We also have a GPU, which is for alternate coins like Ethereum, Monero, and Zcash. Nothing to do with Bitcoin. These are alternate coins. You can get a $5,000 founder, or you can break it up into $1,000 increments. If one account owns 5, it becomes a founder. If one account owns all 3 of these packages, it becomes a founder. That being said, it runs on a system that pays daily. I'm going to show you guys a couple accounts that have been running for close to 3 years now, and they've been paying a daily income residually for the last 33, almost 34 months now. And this account dates back to October 14, October 2014. So you see the date here, 10/16/2014. Hold on, guys. Come in and relax. Okay.
So in October, they have 2.7. You see it at the top.
You see the expiration of 1,000 days here, but it still has an auto repurchase happening for thousands of more days. As you look at the green and all the repurchases, this goes on in perpetuity. This account has been paid a total of 10.82 Bitcoin with a repurchase of 6 Bitcoins. The value of that account right now in dollars with its initial bonus as a founder has a residual account right now, cash value of $53,946. Now, guys, this is $3,600 mining contract that has earned $54,000 without ever sponsoring a person. This is not recruitment. This is a dead binary organization. There's nobody here. There's nobody in the business. I'll show you guys that right now. It's never made a cycle. It has what they call no level up in the coded bonus scene. 0 people in its business. Okay? See that? Empty. So this account is one of many accounts that have made pretty incredible returns. We also gave it $3,300 Club Coin. And Club Coin is running 45 cents. It's our coin. It's on the open market. We can talk about that another time. but 3,247 club coins is worth 45 cents each, is worth $1,047. If this thing just went to $1, the money that was put into the founder position would be paid back, plus it would go back into a additional profit of 54,000 on top of its ownership. So again, 3,600 bucks, passively earning 54,000, less 3,600, of course. I have also had many accounts that are really small, like $500 accounts, and maybe sponsored one person who never did anything more than sponsor another $500 account. So this account here started way back in January, I believe. Let's see the date here. Yeah, December 18 of 2014. So that would go all the way to Christmas, and it would be 3 years old. It's a $500 account. It's made over 1.02 Bitcoin inside the cash, 1.02 Bitcoin in mining. Why? Because that's a 50-50 account. The lowest repurchase here is 50%. There's a high, but the minimum is 50%. And since $500 is a very small slice of a pie, we allow this account to over the last couple years to just passively earn over $5,000. Plus, it has a purchase of Ethereum, I believe, an Ethereum contract. Maybe let me double check. What it has is it purchased an account. So this account purchased a Ethereum account. So I would look at invoices here. And the last time it bought an account was in 8/19/2017. It purchased a $1,000 account plus $99. So you would add 1,100, so this makes it $6,500 to this account, passively earning without sponsoring more than one person. So when you look at the binary tree of this person, I believe it only has one person on the inside of its leg. Let me confirm that. Yes, it has one person on the inside. It's never made any money from the binary. On the level up, I believe it has two people sponsored. Yes, it has two $500 accounts sponsored, one for 1,000, one for 500. And so this account has made $6,500 passively doing nothing. This is called Bitcoin mining, and the aggression that you can create if you personally built a check, you can make check match income here. You can do a lot of cool stuff that you can't do in normal businesses. You can earn a check match on somebody else's activity. You can make money when you help other people make money. And so we all know how to build businesses, and we've all might have done different type of organizational structures. But our plan pays out in a very unique way, where this is my wife's account. I helped my wife build her checkout early on, the beginning of our business. She averages 23 Bitcoin per month. In the last 30 days, she's made 23 Bitcoin, and currently Bitcoin's at 4,600. So my wife's account has an average income of 23 times 4,600. Uh,
105,000.
That's 105 grand. And so what happens is now my stupid calculator was flipping on itself, so it kept giving me a wrong answer. Uh, so this is only because my wife sponsored a teammate of mine, and we built an organization in Korea. So if you look at my wife's organization, it's not very big. Personally sponsorship, I think she sponsored 7 or 8. So there's 2, 5, 6, 7. 7 people. But under Audrey, team 3 is Korea. And Korea is one of our biggest organizations. But my wife happens just to get a $10 match on all the checks of those same people that she built. If you look at the same income that I put as my wife's sponsorship, that income pays me for helping an organization get started and supporting it 3 or 4 times a year. Never having to do anything more. I don't have to touch this income. This is a passive check for me now. I don't sponsor anybody here. I sponsor them in my other organization. This one makes 80, 85, 86. Let's just call it 91 Bitcoin. 91 Bitcoin in the last 30 days times 4,600. That's about 418,000. This is on a passive income. It makes anywhere between 3 and 4 Bitcoin a day. And you can't stop it. It's just built, you know. I also mine other coins. You can take multiple income streams and make other coins. So I mine some Ethereum. So that gives me about 15,000 worth of Ethereum over here. I also mine Zcash. Zcash started just a few weeks ago. It's already got 4,800 in there, but this is about 10 grand a month between all of them. And Ethereum Classic, I think I have about a few $100 in there of that. And I don't think I have any Monero yet. Maybe. Yeah, I got a couple, maybe $72 worth of Monero. And so you can mine all these other coins and get paid for multiple shares of things, of layers of businesses. There's a whole comp plan attached to this whole process. I kind of wanted to get on the board here to get you guys your Q&A out of the way, get some of the hard questions answered. So you guys want to pipe in now?
You got anything more?
I don't see Lisa.
I don't really have any questions just yet. I'm still formulating them.
Are there any guarantees?
Go ahead. Yes. Are there any guarantees?
In what, life? We're all going to die someday. Now, here's the cool part. The risk reward is very low with us because you are physically buying an asset, the equipment that actually mines Bitcoin. You'll get way more than you put into it. The risk is very low. The reward is extremely high. You've seen 3,600 turn into 54,000. You know, $500 turn into 6,500. I mean, it's passively, it's very aggressive. If you build a business, you see my accounts. If you build a business, you can make a boatload of money there. The risk reward is negligible compared to a stock market or Forex or, you know, putting your money out there on your own, trying to mine your own equipment. You'll never win in our space. You can never win against us because we're just so powerful. It's because we're not just a monopoly for our business model. We are building a system where our members win around the world. So when you go to our facilities, I have a proof of life here. I'm in those buildings, and this is what people do around the world. So this here is a laundry room in somebody's home where they are trying to mine some alternate coin, most likely Ethereum, okay? And you see this nice little setup, and right there's Tide, there's a washing machine. And over here, someone converted a full bedroom into some mining. And now you see all these little racks and all these little wires, and there's no way to make this look pretty because you're in a limited space of work. Okay. Now, how do we do it? Well, we have buildings, very big ones, and excuse me for being in every picture, but that's the only way I can prove I was there, right? And so when you look at our facilities, you look at our maintenance racks, you look at all of our system we're building and everything how we do and maintain, and we're always checking for equipment being faulty. It's always a system where you're looking at how big a facility can be. How big is this stuff? Well, it's hundreds of millions of dollars worth of equipment. This is not something that we're playing around in. This is something that we're in a massive competition worldwide against Asia. And we're the only program that allows the average person around the world to participate at a particular level of mining. So this here is Ethereum mining and Zcash and Monero. So it's called GPU farm. And you can see how big these farms are. And I think I've even put some pretty good close-ups here to see the back of them. And you can see how big these things are. They're massive. And these farms run 24/7. They're money-making machines. They are printing new money every single minute of the day. They are making massive amounts of money. And we have warehouses and warehouses and warehouses full of this stuff. We're only getting bigger. And there's a window of time where you can see us, how big we're getting, and then you'll know what we're doing. This little clip here is one of our facilities from over a year ago. And you can see how big it is right here. Each one of these buildings is worth tens of millions of dollars.
You can turn up the video.
And you can watch all these videos.
Yeah.
Lisa can send you all the videos if you need to send more information.
Yeah, you didn't have to run the video. I got a couple questions.
Sure.
You talked about your historical.
Who's speaking?
This is Walter. You talked about your historical returns, and then you said recently they've dropped off, and you attributed that to the craziness in the market. Doesn't the difficulty increase exponentially as we get closer and closer to the 21 million limit?
Yeah, that's 123 more years from now. Over the next 8 years, we'll gobble up all the little guys out of the industry. Unless you're a $250 million, $500 million deal, you'll be out of business. And
but it looks like we're the little guy. We're 3% now.
kidding me? You want to see a 10%?
You said that
Last week it was 10%. Just understand this. China, 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 China. Big Fury, our business partner. India and China. India and China. Us. China. Bitcoin.com. Roger Ver and a handful of little guys around the world who get lucky every blue moon. Still dealing in China. China. Europe, China, China. This is the world's largest supplier who manages all of our Bitcoin mining. Whatever's not mined, whatever machines are not with Bitfury are with Atpool. And so,
do you know which one of those? I'm sorry. Do you know which one of those slices McAfee falls in?
Who?
John McAfee.
He doesn't exist here. In Bitcoin mining? No.
Yes.
No. He might be renting power from some Chinese company, but he is not on the pie chart. I'll give you every name right here in front of you. We are one of the world's largest. Just because you see 3% today, it doesn't mean that tomorrow you're going to see 5% and 6 or 7%. Last week, we were 11% of the market. This is a rolling target. When you understand how Bitcoin really works, you'll understand that our company has done over $300 million worth of Bitcoin mining. There's 260 million on the blockchain that you can see in one Bitcoin wallet we've had there for 2.5 years. But we've been doing this for 3 years. And so the previous wallets, you can't see them because we had to take them all down because securing a Bitcoin wallet with boatloads of money in them is a very, very hard situation to do. So today we have extremely high security where you can see on the blockchain today that Bitclub network still has in reserve right this moment. We have probably, I don't know, 30, $40 million in reserves in the blockchain wallet, and 260, $70 million. There's $8 million. Well, hold on. There's 40 million in reserves, 263 million total mined. But if you look down here, we just put 30 million out of this account recently. Maybe a few days ago, we took out 16 million right there. And that was 5, 6, 7 days ago. We took out 16.9 million out of that account to buy more equipment. Of course, we do this every month. You see big purchases coming out of this account. This account only has two things happening: money coming in and money going out. It's very transparent. You can see it. No one can manipulate it. It comes from the blockchain third party. We are very aware of the difficulty. At the highest level, Bitclub Network is one of the world's largest Bitcoin miners. So when it comes to that space, yeah, we're almost an 800-pound gorilla among other 800-pound gorillas. Any other questions?
So please don't take this the wrong way, all right? I'm just the kind of person to just ask, this is on my mind. If in fact you're making money, literally, you have the goose that lays the golden eggs. What do you need my $3,600 for?
I don't want money. I'm here for a favor. I do 70 million a month in sales. I don't need you to come on my business. I can care less if you don't. I make 900,000 a month. I don't care if you come on. I'm here doing a favor for a friend who says she has some people interested in the business. Therefore, I'm having a conversation with you. I could care less if you join. I don't need your money. I have more than enough sales every day to choke a freaking elephant. You have to understand, bro, where we're at. We're in a different cycle of business. God bless you. Go buy some Bitcoin, bro. It's wonderful to do. But if you want to multiply your money in an exponential growth, there's still a small window for you to do that with us. We're going to stop doing this in a year or two, where we have no reason whatsoever to invite another person into our opportunity. This is a closed loop environment. If you understand that each contract that a person buys, it has an auto repurchase in it for life. So the person who mined 54,000 with the Bitcoin for 3,600, they reinvested 6.2 Bitcoin in mining equipment at the newest machines every day. Every account is always doing an auto repurchase. See, 50%, 60%, and 70% is commissions paid daily to the person who owns the contract. 30, 40, and 50 are all a person gets to do is a repurchase every single time a share is bought. A percentage is repurchased for them on their behalf, simply because we don't have an auto ship. We don't have a renewal system. Our system does an auto repurchase, so a person is always in the game and gets paid in perpetuity. Because if I had you buy new equipment with us every 3 to 6 months, you would quit. You would quit. If you were in here mining Bitcoin at $200 and $300, $400 a Bitcoin, you weren't breaking even, you would have quit. But our system doesn't give you the option to quit. You have to sell your contract to somebody else or sit back and wait for your contract to pay itself off. Either way, that's what it does. 33 months track record. We've documented everything we've done. Hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars have been paid out in passive income. Over $500 million has been paid out to our network in real-time activity. 3 years, less than 3 years, we paid out $500 million in commissions. I've created 16 millionaires, and not millionaires that have $1 million, people that make over $1 million a year. So I think $1 million a year is better than $1 million to be called a millionaire. And that's what we're doing. Now, we don't get me wrong when I say I can care less if you join the business. I really do mean that. It's not. I'm not.
Well, I understand. I understand that.
Anybody will tell me I do this around the world with 1,000 people in front of the room. I take the business away from anybody who has zero to understand what we're doing. I'm okay with you not joining. Maybe Lisa or your friend's not okay, but I'm okay. Here's what I'm trying to do. I'm doing you the favor by allowing you still access to come into this opportunity. Now, if you don't see the value in that, I'm okay with that too. But the favor is simple. I would love to help you understand what we're doing. We are one of our fastest organizations is in Africa, and they're only coming in for $500, and we're 100% happy with just them coming in for $500. We want more people than we want money. We churn down hundreds of millions of dollars for this company. People try to buy it we have 4 billionaires who have tried to buy us already. This company is not for sale because this company is owned by the people. All the machines are not ours. Those are owned by all of our members. So we can't sell something that's not ours. Our contracts with all of our vendors understand that we're buying on the behalf of our membership, and our membership is the only benefactor to our equipment. And our only protection that we do is to protect our network. Nobody in Bitclub Network has ever lost a dime in almost 3 years. Not a dime on our watch.
So is there some sort of title to equipment or something like that for the members?
A title? No. You're buying into the pool, my friend. If you want to cancel your account, you can see what happens when you do that. But you got to buy one first. Nobody actually cancels their accounts, but we have a couple of guys who've canceled their accounts in the past. But once we show them how much their account is made and what the value of their account is, they actually stop the cancellation. But we had a couple of people ask for their money back, and we have no problem giving you back your money. Zero. I buy accounts from people every day. As a matter of fact, that Lucky account, I bought it for $3,300 2.5 years ago. It was 4 months old. I bought it for $3,300. The person lost $300. Now it's worth $54,000. I think I made a good investment. So I don't need to be.
I have a question.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now, you said something about you sponsor people for $500. So there's a level of like direct, multi-level marketing with this, where you bring in people in at different prices, and then what do you get paid for each level you bring somebody in at?
The coded bonus. The coded bonusing insurance agency. Your first 2 sales, you make 5%. Your next 3, you make 6%. The next 3, you make 7%. And from your 9th sale and beyond, you're going to make 8% of the direct sale. So whatever package you sell, you'll make 8% in real time. You get to spend it the same day you make it.
Is that one time or is that residual?
One time. The residual is from the auto repurchase, which is from this 30%, 40%, and 50%. We're going to give you 10% on the first 2 sales of the repurchase, 12% of the next 3 sales, 15% of the next 3 sales, and the 8.
Tell me what repurchase means.
You make 18%.
What does repurchase mean? I'm not sure I understand that.
Auto maintenance, auto repurchase. It keeps you. One of you guys just mentioned that isn't the Bitcoin mining difficulty getting more difficult? Isn't this equipment getting declined? Well, of course, the equipment goes bad. We're always buying new machines with this repurchase money here. I mean, if you understand that when we got started, approximately 36 months ago, the first equipment we bought was literally obsolete within a short window of time. This is a short slide of those machines being exposed to us. So our first machine was with Bitmain at Pull. It was called an S3. And this S3 was literally obsolete within 6 months because of the new S4 came out. And this is still in the same 6-month window. And within the next 6 months, which is the following 2014, 2015 year, they came out with what they call an S5. In between the S5, there was an upgrade to the S4. And then we moved into 2016, before December 2016, we moved into what they call, the end of 2015, before January. Damn it, man. Before the end of the year, we moved into the S7s. While we were doing this first year of recycles, we sold the S4 3s, bought S4s, bought S5s, sold the S4s, bought S7s, sold all the S5s. We literally just gave away 500 of these machines, these S7s and whatever S5s we had left over in Iceland. We just got rid of all those machines. Then in January of 2016, we made an agreement with one of Sir Richard Branson's major investments called BitFury. We put 17 million worth of their equipment on our blockchain. It's called BitFury, so Club Fury. You'll see it, Bitclub Fury. That's in our pool. You can register it by that way. And then a few months later, we partnered up with a company called Genesis Mining to buy alternate coin mining. And then at the end of June, July, there was going to be what they call a finish line. If a person moved into the finish line, what they call the S9 machine, which is the most fastest, most efficient machine on the planet, if you're able to move all your equipment into the following year into the S9s, which we have 100% of, and BitFury machines, you would sustain the next 5 years of Bitcoin growth, because there's nothing on the map that'll be better than this machine for the next 4 more years. It's been going for a full year now, since July of last year. Now, we had to do all this without asking our members for another dime. Why? Because we designed a platform that's perfect, a platform that works without human error. Why? Because if I give you an option to pay me every month, you'll find a way to cancel it. But if I give you a forced savings account, a system that you don't understand, but we help you grow and understand over time, with a 30, 40, and a 50 repurchase, we've done you a big, strong favor. And what has happened for our members around the world is nothing but remarkable. We have created millionaires and multimillionaires from small purchases, small investments out of their pocket into Bitcoin mining equipment that works for them. Now, if that doesn't get you a little bit interested, I'm not sure what's going to get you interested, my friends.
We've been well beyond a little interested. That's why we're on the phone.
Got it. What else can I help you guys with?
I'm pretty good. I guess the next step would be just to either talk to Lisa or
Lisa,
go online.
Yeah, Lisa will set you up. She can set up your account for free, and then you can determine what level you want to participate. And then we'll help you. We'll help you either expedite your Bitcoins to join, or we'll show you how to self-direct you in the right place to go get them, okay?
All right. Yeah, if I did it, I would just join directly with Bitcoin.
Got it. Wonderful. Lisa can help you set that all up with a link and a whole system.
All right.
Thanks for your help.
Be good. Michael, you recommend Coinbase. I say no. The answer is no. I do not recommend Coinbase. I only recommend Coinbase to buy some Bitcoins, but never to leave your Bitcoins in their wallet. They are a bank. They just disguise the Bitcoin a Bitcoin exchange. But they're a bank. They take all KYC. They want to know what color underwear you wore yesterday. They want to know what your firstborn is, even if it's not born yet. They want to know everything about you, and that is like a super spy in the Bitcoin world. So just use them to buy your Bitcoins. Once you make some Bitcoins, take all your money and put your Bitcoin blockchain, put them or a different wallet. Okay, guys?
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Cheers, man.